Boom. It is recording. It is 6:06 on July 14th, 2026. This is a grit call. I am Brant Miner, and I'm excited about this. This is something that I've looked forward to for quite a while. Um, so just a little background. I am from Grants Pass. So if you are a tornado or a Panther. I didn't lose very often to you guys when we played but that was a while ago. So I did grow up in Grants Pass, and then I went to the University of Portland and played at University of Portland. I can say that I played when we beat Gonzaga, and I got to travel around the country playing basketball as a walk-on. Which, if you guys don't know what that means I worked really hard to be the worst player on the team. But I got to play. I got to be there. It taught me a lot about coaching and leadership and role playing and being the best you can be at your role. And then I got into coaching right away. I coached actually in Ashland at Southern Oregon for 5 seasons from 2009 to 2014. I love Southern Oregon. I love Grants Pass. I've had a lot of my great. Are you skydiving there, Monty?
Yeah, no.
Sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
Oh, I have the fan right on me, so
Okay, all
is
right.
that better?
Well,
I'll
we're gonna
turn
pass you the ball here in a minute, Monty. But till then, I'm gonna take control of this meeting with have a mute there. So now, so I finished at Southern Oregon in 2014, and I was kind of finished my master's degree, and that had been most of my pay at the time was in college credits. And the woman I was dating, who's now the mother of my children and wife, was living in Portland, and I was in Ashland. And so I kind of realized I wasn't going to talk her into moving to Southern Oregon for my $5,000 a year stipend job as a college basketball coach. So I moved back up here to the Portland area where I went to school and didn't coach for a few years. And then I've been at Pacific now 8 years. So I'm at Pacific University. We have 24 sports programs. We do have a young lady from Eagle Point that's going to be coming to Pacific. The coach's daughter, I believe, Katie, Katrin, Katie Ledbetter, I believe, is coming to Pacific this next year. But I am now assistant director of admissions, so I'm not on the staff coaching, but I have still stayed involved with Max Hoops and Grit, and I've done that on the guys' side. And then I've known Andy for quite a while. I remember Gracie when she was couldn't get the ball up to the hoop. And so we've just stayed in touch. And then when looking at opportunities to kind of help kids in Southern Oregon, Andy approached me and talked about putting together a team down there in Southern Oregon of ladies. And I have always enjoyed coaching girls basketball. So I said, yeah, I don't have the bandwidth to do too much, but I would love to be able to put grit on girls' chests that I think can represent the values. And so we do talk about the values of grit. So I'll go into that just because if you're a part of the program, we all know it. I know I had kids running a couple weeks ago for the boys because they didn't remember one of the letters. So it's an acronym. So before we go to that, I will say we're going to pass it around for two truths and a lie. So we will play a little two truths and a lie. So I know I see some of you that are excited. Hopefully, this is a chance to kind of subtly brag about yourself if you've ever played the game. Some fun facts about you. So we will have everybody go around so I can get to meet you guys and hear a little bit more. So you have to have two things. I talk about stretching your comfort zone a lot. So you're going to have to learn to speak. If you can speak, you got to use your voice. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I'm going to make everybody speak, stretch your comfort zone. So start thinking of two things that are true about you that are fun, interesting facts and one thing you can make up, okay? So while you're thinking of that, I'm going to go over the acronym that is GRIT. So this is important. I know you guys are all thinking of a lot of different facts and fun things right now, but now it's time to focus and lock in on 4 words: gratitude, resiliency, intensity, togetherness. So I'll say that again, just because if you know, I'm the type that likes players to take notes and have notebooks. And I know this is still kind of a trial program, but we will be implementing where we have a mental training piece, and we're going to get it lined out to where we're coaching the coaches on how we run meetings, and we will have players take notes. And if you don't remember the acronym, you'll do a little conditioning next time we get together. So just to help you remember it. But these are what we're going to wear on our chest. So that's where, even if you're walking around at a tournament, we need to know, because if somebody comes up, parents too, because if you need to know what we're trying to represent. So thankfulness, gratitude. I'm a huge believer in being thankful, appreciating what we have, not taking things for granted, not saying, oh, well, we deserve or we're entitled to, but being thankful just to play the game of basketball. And we know it can be taken away with an injury, a pandemic, right? Like that took us away from basketball. So players that play for Grit need to have gratitude just to get to play the game. We don't take it for granted. We know it can be taken away. So we show thankfulness in everything that we do. Resiliency. I started this in 2021, coming out of the pandemic. And that was something that was really important to me, was being resilient. How you bounce back. How you handle adversity speaks volumes about you and your character. Everybody gets knocked down, but how do you bounce back? How do you handle adversity? How do you respond? We have lessons that we talk about, and one of the ones we just had was E plus R equals O. It's an equation. So it's an equation. E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. Simple. Event. What happens? We don't have a lot of control over those events sometimes. Event plus response, how you respond, equals your outcome. E plus R equals O. We have bracelets that say that. We talk about E plus R equals O. The event, but how you respond. So gratitude, resiliency, intensity. If you play for Grit, you have to be intense. People look at me and they're like, Brent, you're a pretty intense guy. You're a little bit, but I'd rather be thought of as a little overly passionate or excitable than just lukewarm. So we talk about being intense. When you play intense. And that's just a way of life, that passion for life and showing up every day, being the best version of yourself. So that's something that we talk about as being intense. And then togetherness. Gratitude, resiliency, intensity, togetherness. There's some great words that start with T: tenacity, toughness, tenacious, but togetherness is what I really thought was the best word to represent what we're hoping to build with this program. It's a club. It's a program. Some people call it AAU basketball. I don't really, because we don't play in any AAU tournaments usually, and AAU kind of gets a stigma, kind of a negative connotation, a little bit rightfully so. There is a lot of people that do things shady and promise the world and hype up kids, and that's not what we want to be known for. So I know we have quite a few going to be sophomores, freshmen, going to be 10th, 9th, some 8th. Gracie, you're what, 5th? I'm joking, Gracie. I'm joking with you. But there is you you guys have time still, but we're not going to talk about exposure much with our program. We have a lot of connections with colleges. On our boys' side, our head coach is the head coach at Pacific University, where I work. So he's been a 20-year head college coach. But we're going to talk about mostly experience and development. That's what I want, is this to be a great experience for the girls and parents. I want this to be a great experience for me. I want this to be a great experience for everybody. So experience is something we'll talk about, and then development, getting better. A little bit better every day, continuous improvement, not get rich quick. We're not going to get you girls dunking by fall. But if we just get a little better every day and continuously improve, that's what we're going to talk about. So development and experience. We want a positive experience. So that's where we will have Zoom calls like this, where we do things like 2 truths and a lie. So that way you get to know your teammates. You get to know who you're playing with. And my philosophy as a program director is if the players like each other, there's less jealousy. It's a way better situation and a way better experience for everybody. And that's one thing that I've seen tear apart teams is jealousy, where it's like, oh crap, Callie got some buckets. Now I'm not going to play as much, or I'm not going to get to be the star. So I really believe in we do scavenger hunts, we do trivia nights, we do just activities and games to try to create chemistry, camaraderie, togetherness. That's the T. So I think it's awesome that you guys kind of took a leap of faith, not knowing much about me, obviously. Or some of you know Gracie and still decided to be on this call tonight. So she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's ripping on me. But you guys chose to be here, so without knowing too much, and that says a lot about you. There's lots of things you could be doing tonight, but the fact you're here and you want to play more basketball than just during the school year. And I'll do what I can to help from up here. I will be down there in Medford for a week and would love to get in the gym with as many of you guys as I can while we're there. But we're going to pass the ball around here a little bit, so that way I'm not just talking at everybody. So I'll give you guys my 2 truths and a lie so you guys can hear how it goes, and then we will pass it around. Okay, so 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay, and I'm going to jot them down just so that way if you have them, so that way we don't forget them or forget what you said. But okay, so 7th grade, Josephine County Fair. I was the pumpkin pie contest at the Josephine County Fair winner in 7th grade. I've been to 49 states. I was cut from the Highland Elementary School choir in 4th and 5th grade. Those are my 3 statements. The first one, 7th grade, Josephine County Fair, pumpkin pie eating champion. The second one, I've been to 49 United States. The third one is that I was cut drastically. I was cut from the choir. Okay, so those are the 3 statements. So let's see. We'll have, probably not everybody can get to the comments, but we will have you raise your hand if you think the first one is the lie. The eating contest is the lie. Raise your hand. Show of hands. Okay. Who thinks that the 49 states, traveled to 49 states is a lie? Andy thinks Gracie, the Bakers think that one. What about that I was cut from the elementary school choir? Who thinks that's a lie? Monty thinks that's bogus. Craig doesn't believe that they would cut a kid 2 years in a row that just wanted to sing with all of my friends at the Highland Troubadours. And they had to go sing at the national anthem at the Portland Trailblazers game, and I didn't get to go. So that was true. That was true. They cut me. I am not a good eater. Well, I'm a pretty good eater, but not in seventh grade. I never won a championship blue ribbon eating for any county fairs or anything like that. That was completely made up. But I have been to 49 states. I've never been to North Dakota. Can't talk trash about North Dakotans, but I've been to every other state and I love Oregon. I love where I live. Okay, so that's how it goes. So we will do that. We will pass it around. Is there anybody that wants to jump on and go next? Does anybody have theirs ready to go? Anybody want to go? Parents would love to have you participate as well. So that way we can get to know everybody because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if you guys have done fun, cool things or been to cool places, it is always interesting. So if no one volunteers, I'm going to call on Gracie Baker. Gracie Baker, it is your turn to unmute the
Oh my
mic.
gosh.
Go ahead. Tell me, Gracie, what grade are you in and where do you go to school?
I'm going into 8th grade.
Okay. And you go to what school?
Cascade.
Cascade. All right. Okay. Do you have two true? Oh, there's some trash talking going on.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Nope. No crosstown
This
rivalries
guy.
in this. Okay, Gracie, what do you got? Two truths and one lie.
I've been at my school for like all of the grades.
Okay. So you've been at the same school for all the grades.
Yep.
Okay.
I've had a 4-point play, and I
Okay.
just went to a regional meet for track.
Okay. Okay, so who thinks she's been at the same school the entire time, or she's made a 4-point play or regional track? So who thinks that the going to the same school the whole career is a lie? Say that. Who thinks a 4-point play? She can't even make it from behind the 3-point line. How could she make a 4-point play? I think that's true, Gracie. I didn't say that. I was just saying what the people that were raising their hands were probably thinking. And who thinks that the regional track meet is made up, fictional? Everybody believes you're a track star. Okay, okay. Gracie, which one is a lie?
The school one.
Where
Yep.
did you start, or when did you change schools?
I went to like a different preschool at my church, and then I went to a different elementary school. I went to Hoover, and then I went to Cascade in 6th grade.
Okay, so 3 schools, so church, pre-K, and then public elementary, and then went to private school starting in 6th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you for being the volunteer, mandatory selected volunteer. So thank you. All right, who's up next? Who's going to be the next one? All right, is it Bailey or is that a parent's name? Who do we have there?
It's Bailey.
Bailey. All right, Bailey. Awesome. Nice to meet you. I'm Coach Miner.
Nice to meet you.
What grade are you in and what school do you go to?
I'm in 9th grade and I go to North Middle School. And now I go to Grants Pass High School.
Grants Pass. A Lady Caver?
Yeah.
Let's go. I knew I liked you. To volunteer right after Gracie and to go to Grants Pass. I was born at Josephine Memorial Hospital, right in old Grants Pass. Love it. Okay, Bailey. Give us your 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. I went to Vegas last summer. I moved here to Oregon from Indiana. And my mom is pregnant with my second sibling.
Okay. So Bailey from GP, so Vegas, moved from Indiana, and mom is pregnant with your second younger sibling. Okay, so who thinks Vegas? No Vegas. Too hot in the summer. Why would you go to Vegas? Who thinks that's the lie? I don't think you've been to Vegas. I don't think you're the Vegas type. Okay. Moved from Indiana. Who thinks moving from Indiana is made up, completely fictional? Okay, okay. So I see a few people think that that's made up. And mom's pregnant with the second younger sibling. Everybody wants that to be true. You don't want to say your mom's pregnant and she's not, because that's not what you want to say to a lady is, congratulations, when are you due? I'm not pregnant. That's not good. That's not what you want to have happen. So everybody thinks the moving from Indiana. So Bailey, which one's the truth? Which one's the lie?
The truth is, I did go to Vegas, and my mom is pregnant. The
So
lie
you
is I moved from Indiana.
pretty good, pretty good. What did you move to Medford from somewhere else, or have you been there your whole life?
I've stayed in Grants Pass my entire life.
You've lived in Grants Pass your whole life. Okay, so how'd you pick Indiana as your lie? How'd you pick that state?
I had a grandpa that lived there, so we did go there for a few weeks just to hang out. So
Okay. Nice. Very good. Good job, Bailey. Thank you. Thank you. Go cavemen, lady cavers.
yes.
Blue and white, out of sight, stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. You. You should have been a caveman. You. Okay, anyways, moving on, folks. I was not a cheerleader either. I did not make the cheerleading squad. All right, who do we got next? Who's the next brave one? Who am I gonna need to call on somebody? Or am I gonna pass it to you, Coach Monty, and you can
Callie
call on someone?
Callie Perducci.
Callie. We're going. Callie, your
Hi.
turn. Where are you from and what grade are you in?
I'm Callie. I'm gonna be a 10th grader and I go to St. Mary's.
Okay. St. Mary's, nice. Okay, give us your 2 truths and a lie, Callie.
My favorite color is green. I have 3 siblings and I'm a 3-sport athlete.
Okay. So we had your favorite color is green. You have 3 siblings and you're a 3-sport athlete. Okay. Pretty good. Who thinks green is a lie? Who thinks Callie, no way, green, navy? Bailey's kind of like, well, I don't want to commit to that because what if that's right? 3 siblings. Who thinks that no way? 3 siblings, way too many. Okay. And 3 sports. I think she does 4. I think she's a 4-sport athlete. All right, Callie, which one's the lie?
My favorite color is green is a lie.
Your favorite color, green is, what's your favorite color?
Oh, blue.
Blue. Okay. Like a navy blue, or you like a sky blue, or like a royal blue?
Like a light blue and navy blue.
Okay, she's not going for those caveman colors, but all right. Sounds a little fishy, but okay. All right, we're gonna move on. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. All right. Monty, you want to give us yours, or we want to go to the lemons, or who do we want to go to next?
I'll give you one.
Okay, let's hear yours, Coach.
Okay. I once scored 50 points in a game. I was homecoming king when I was a senior. And I coached at South Medford High School.
Okay, so here we go. Was Monty a bucket? That's the real question. Did he have a 50-point game? Is that bogus? So that's the first one. Homecoming king, likable guy, everybody's favorite. Okay. Or that he coached at South Medford. Okay, who thinks that 50 in a game is bogus? Yeah, okay. So Craig's saying that. Curtis is saying that. Stephanie's saying that. Jessica's saying that. Lindsay's saying that. Paul's saying that. Omar's saying that. Okay, now I'm just making up names. Who thinks Homecoming King? Homecoming King is a lie. Who thinks the Bakers are like, no, no way. Maybe, but Homecoming, I don't know. Usually that's the quarterback, but we'll see. Okay. And who thinks coaching at South Medford is a lie? I'm going to go with that one. Okay. Some people raise their hand for all of them. They think you are completely full of Monty. So, but let's hear it. Which one of those is the lie?
I never scored 50 points in a game.
Never had a 50-pointer.
No, I had 48-pointer, but not 50.
See that's how you play the game, folks. That way you can get a little bit of get you on a technicality. This is like the chance, Callie, so this is your chance to kind of brag about yourself, or like humbly brag about yourself. It's your chance to tell people something, but I'm not ripping on Green and Sibling and sports. I'm just saying this is the game you'll probably play again in your life, because it's one that everybody plays in your life. So just gonna coach you up a little bit, help you out here. But that was good, Monty. Good job. Well done. 48-pointer. He was a bucket. All you that raised your hand and questioned him, and that was not in NBA 2K. That was like an actual game. He was a flamethrower, folks.
Shot 50 times, but that's okay.
Hey, get your buckets. No, don't do that. Where'd you go to high school? What high school were you homecoming king at?
Chico High School.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Chico, I've heard, is a very fun place, and you're a fun guy. So I could see where you would be the type that would be well liked in the school. That's how you get to be homecoming king. People nominate you and vote for you. So Chico, the class of 90.
And it was 1900s. That's all I'm saying.
In the 1980s. Yeah, I wasn't even in the 1900s. I was alive in the 1900s, but I certainly didn't graduate from high school in the 1900s. I was after 2K. I was after we knew that we weren't going down with Y2K.
Yeah.
All right, Ashley. Do you want to go?
Charlotte go.
Charlotte, you're up. Here we go. Charlotte, your shot. Here we go.
I have a cat. My favorite color is purple, and I scored 45 points in a game.
Okay. Who thinks she's a dog person? Who thinks that purple is the lie? Who thinks 45 points is a lie? So, cat. Who thinks cat? No, I think she's a dog. I'm gonna say dog. Purple. Who thinks purple is the lie? Okay, maybe everyone's thinking that that's why she's not at Cascade. And 45 points. Everybody's going to think that's true because I've heard, has a little game. All right, here we go. So, Kat, is that true?
No.
Yes. You have a dog or no pets?
2 dogs.
2 dogs. Who let the dogs out? That's my son's favorite song, by the way, right now, and it goes off too much. So purple is your favorite color?
Yeah.
And what league was this where you had a 45-point game?
It was in a tournament.
With what team were you playing for?
Lady Kings.
I want to next time to say point game, and I was playing for Grit. Okay, that's what we want. Oh, 48. You can use that as the lie, right? You can pull Coach Monty with that one. And well, I only had 48. It was a quiet 48. It was a quiet 48. No big deal. No big deal. All right. So now we're gonna see who else did. Stephanie, did we get all the players? All right. Andy or Ashley or Curtis or Stephanie or Craig, do you guys have go-tos? Who wants to go next?
I can go.
Okay, let's hear it. Go for it.
Okay, I've lived in Australia. I played basketball in college, and I enjoy broccoli.
Okay, good ones. Lived in Australia, hooped in college, likes broccoli?
Yep, got him.
Okay. Who thinks the down under Australia is the lie? It's pretty cool. Okay. Hooped in college. Who's seen her shoot around and doesn't think that's true?
Oh, I don't think anybody.
Everybody on the call thinks that Ashley is allergic to broccoli. The lie's broccoli. Everybody's going with that one, Ashley. Did you stump everybody or did we call it?
No, I didn't play in college. I played 3 sports in high school, but none in college.
But you love broccoli.
I do like broccoli.
Okay. And where did you live when you lived in Australia?
I spent most of the time in Sydney, in the Bondi
Awesome.
Beach area.
Bondi Beach, fun place. I spent time on the West Coast in Perth, and then we stopped in Sydney for a week. But I went to school in college for a semester, and it was some of the best memories. Not all of them I remember because I was old enough to, we don't need to go here or there. We don't need to talk about those days at Notre Dame. But anyways, okay, moving on. Yeah, Australia is beautiful though. Some of the things there, I was just amazed by the birds that you would see just like flying around that would be in cages here. It was beautiful. All right, Andy. Andy, can you give us yours? Andy Baker.
Oh yeah. So let's
See what
see.
you got.
So I went to Cascade since pre-K. I led the state in scoring my senior year, and I was the president of the choir my senior year.
Okay. I think I heard him say that he's been at Cascade since kindergarten. Cascade since kindergarten. Then it was
They're all
that you led the state in scoring as a senior, or that you made the choir, I guess, or president, or like it was like really fun to be in the choir, I guess. So who thinks Cascade since kindergarten's a lie? Few people think that one's a lie. Led the state in scoring as a senior. No one's brave enough. Okay, a few of the guys are like, okay, maybe, I don't know. I've seen that guy, Gracie's dad shoot. I don't know. And this has got to be a lie. You're just throwing this, you're just making this up. You could not sing. You're just funny guy. Brant got cut. Ha ha. I was president. I have the voice of Fergie. Okay, Andy, which one's the truth? Which one's the lie? Which ones are true?
So I actually did not go to Cascade all the way through pre-K to high school. I did take a couple years and went to South.
You led the state in scoring?
My senior year, I did.
And then you were in the choir. Probably was horrible. Probably sucked. I mean,
Oh, it was awful. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 100%.
I'm
I
glad
bribed
that
people.
you didn't enjoy it because I don't know what that was like.
No, I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, it was pretty easy to make it, really, but
Yeah, anybody can get it. Not where I was at. The bar, they said, you say it best when you say nothing at all. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what's that even mean? Anyways, that's pretty cool, though. In high school, you were in the choir and led the state in scoring.
yeah, it was a big year.
That's pretty exciting. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool, Andy. All right. Stephanie, would you mind going? Do you have a couple truths and a lie?
I do.
Okay,
Can you hear
let's
me?
hear. And who are you connected with, Stephanie?
My daughter Abby is going to be a sophomore at Phoenix High School. She had to go to rehearsal. She was in the car until 6:25.
I did see what rehearsal or what is she?
She's doing the Frozen production at the theater musical camp in our area.
Love that. Who is she?
She's a townsperson.
That's a role. Not
is.
everybody gets to be Elsa. You know,
No,
not everybody gets to be
We
Anna.
are grateful. We are grateful she is not. There's a lot of rehearsals for a townsperson.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's I say a lot of lines. I usually say, let it go. And then people are like, he would be singing that if he wasn't so vocally challenged. Anyways, all right, Stephanie, thank you. Go ahead with your two truths and a lie.
Okay, my favorite food is pizza. I was a cheerleader in high school. And my favorite sport to watch is football.
Okay. Pizza. Loving pizza, was a cheerleader, favorite sports football to watch. Okay. Okay. Who thinks pizza? Ugh. Pizza. That stuff's gross. Okay. Nope. Nobody believes that's a lie. Cheerleader. Who thinks Stephanie? Too athletic or you can be athletic and be a cheerleader for sure. But okay. And football? No, I want to watch basketball. Anybody believe? I think most people are saying that one. Okay, Stephanie, which one's the lie?
I was not a cheerleader.
Not a cheerleader. Okay. But football, you like to watch football.
I do.
Do you have sons or does Abby, do you have other kids or you just like
I've
football?
loved it. I love football. I do really like it when Abby like gets a foul for charging. Kind of goes along with
Physicality,
it.
I've heard. Yes. That's great. Awesome. Well, thanks for going, Stephanie. Curtis, are you able to step up to the plate and tell us who your daughter is and give us her 2 truths and a lie?
Yes. My daughter's Brooklyn Nagel. She's going into 6th grade in Central Point. So she'll go to Scenic.
Okay. Scenic. Are they the Trojans?
Spartans.
Scenic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just starting out, trying to figure it all out.
Well, thanks for coming to the call. I appreciate you being here. And let's hear a couple truths and a lie about yourself.
All right. I went to Oregon State University and graduated. I lived in Afghanistan for 3 years. And I went to Grants Pass High School.
Man. I don't know why anyone would want to lie about going to OSU. But OSU, lived in Afghanistan, or went to Grants Pass High School. A lot of people lie and try to pretend like they're cavemen. So, and I don't know why anyone would lie and try to be a beaver. So, okay, who thinks being a beaver is a lie? Graduated, maybe went there, maybe didn't. He did say graduated. He threw that in there. Maybe he went for 3.5 years and didn't graduate. That could be the technicality. Afghanistan. Who thinks living in Afghanistan for 3 years? Okay, Gracie's calling your bluff on that one. And who thinks going to Grants Pass High School is a lie? Okay, Charlotte, Ashley, Craig, Callie. Okay, all right, Curtis, which one's the lie?
Definitely going to Grants Pass.
I was gonna say we might be about the same age, and not that I was class president all 4 years, but I was class president all 4 years, so I would feel bad if you were like, "Oh, I was in your class," and I'd be like, "Well," but didn't go to Grants Pass, but did go. You are a beaver?
I'm a beaver.
Okay, I won't hold that against. Well, I didn't go to either state school, but what high school did you go to, Curtis?
Crater High School.
Crater. Oh. Central Point, Crater hater.
Hard to be a winner.
Yeah, I know. Crater hater. Man, yeah. I could see why you try to pretend like you're a caveman if you went to Central or Crater High School, but no, yeah. That's funny. Good job. Yeah, I was hoping Andy throwing in the choir president and then the Grants Pass, you guys were just tying these in to me, but no, that's awesome, Curtis. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
And I think that we got everybody there. So out of respect for everybody's time, Craig's like, but I got good ones. And who do we have? Hi. But we can't hear you. There we go. Hi.
Hi.
Your turn.
So
what is your name? What is your grade? And where do you go to school?
My name's Evelyn. I'm a sophomore, so not 10th grade. And then I go to high school at Cascade Christian.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's go. So now we're doing 2 truths and a lie. I don't know if you heard that, but you have to have 2 things that are factual about you and 1 that is completely made up.
Okay. So I've owned over 1,000 pets. I've broken a bone, and I've been to over half the states in the US.
Wow. 1,000 pets. I think she might be trying to get us on a technicality because she raises an ant farm and I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe she's had not very good luck with goldfish I don't know, but 1,000 pets or never broken a bone or that you've been into over half the states. Okay. Who thinks 1,000 pets? That's not true. No way.
And a bone, by the way.
What was that?
It was, I have broken a bone.
Oh, you have broken a bone. You have broken a bone. Okay. I'm thinking that's a lie. I don't think you've ever broken a bone. I think you've been very safe and cautious your whole life. Okay, and who thinks that over half the states? Not true. Who thinks that one's made up? Okay. All right. Evelyn, which one is a lie?
It was that I haven't broken a bone.
You have broken a bone. Which bone have you?
A bone.
Oh, you have not. So that was the lie.
Yes.
Perfectly healthy. And what states? You've been to over half the states?
Yeah.
Just driving around or on road trips or flying around, or why have you visited so many states?
My parents try to make it a goal for me to visit all 50 states before I graduate.
Wow. Love that. I don't know if you were there. I've been to 49.
No.
So I'm close, but I'm older than you. So you got some time, but that's pretty cool. That's a good goal. Yeah, there is so many cool places in the United States too. So I hope you get to all 50. But my advice, if you're driving across the country, and again, I say this because I've never been to North Dakota, but South Dakota, you have Mount Rushmore. There's just more stuff to see. So that's why I've never gone up to North Dakota. So that's the only state I haven't been to though. But I hope you get to see them all because that's pretty cool. Thanks for hopping on. Is your dad still around? Can you pass it back to him and we can make him do his 2 truths and a lie?
Sure.
All right, Craig, your turn.
So let's do, my family has the longest beard in the Guinness Book of World Records. I've been to every continent except Antarctica. And I fly airplanes.
Wow. Okay, all 3 of those could be that's okay. So the family's longest beard, not his, in the family, it runs in the family, nice full facial hair, longest beard. Who thinks that's a lie? Okay, Monty's calling that one. No, that's not true. Okay, every continent sans Antarctica. Who thinks that's a lot that's 6 continents, I believe, if my geography is correct. Wow, okay, and the last one was, that you fly airplanes. Gracie says, no way that guy could pass an airplane test. Fly airplanes. Okay. All right, Craig, which one's the lie?
The lie is the continents. I haven't been to South America, but
I've been to 5 though.
Yeah, so I have been to Africa, Asia, and Europe.
That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Do you have any plans to try to get to South America?
Well, I ended up getting sick. My brother was going to go to Machu Picchu in Chile, and we were going to go with him a couple of years ago, but it just didn't work out. We ended up the family got sick, so we decided to bail. But otherwise, I would have.
That's pretty cool. And what type of planes do you fly? Like professionally or hobby or recreational?
Just for fun, just Cessna or Cherokees. So
that is fun. My brother's a pilot, and so I've flown with him, and he had a little Mooney 4-seat plane that he flew around in, but he's an experimental test pilot in the Army. So he flies Apache. He was in Afghanistan, Curtis. My brother was in Afghanistan for just 6 months, but he was flying Apache helicopters, which is pretty badass. But all right, well, thank you everybody for participating and coming tonight. There's lots of things to be doing, so I appreciate you guys being here, and we will get Monty to figure out how to mute his mic before we have too many of these official meetings. So I'm going to coach him up just like I'm going to try to coach you guys up, and you guys are going to help me learn new things too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming tonight, and I'm more than open to have conversations if you want to talk about development or opportunities to get in the gym more. Like I said, I'll be down there August 4th through the 7th, and I will be there running a camp in the morning, mid to early afternoon. So if there's a chance to get in the gym, would love to get to work out with you girls and just get to connect while I'm down there. So let me know if you guys have any questions or there's anything that you need from me. But Ashley, can you unmute? And I'm gonna ask Charlotte, what's the G? Charlotte, what's the G in gratitude for or grit for? What's the G in grit?
Gratitude.
You knew it though, right? Even though I screwed up and said it, you knew it, didn't you? You knew it. Okay, good. All right. You're going to have to be a little bit more communicative. All right. I'm going to pass it to Gracie, the R. Give me the R.
Resilience.
Resiliency, gratitude, resiliency. Callie, what is the I?
Intensity.
Mediocre at best, girl. You said intensity. I wanted to like intensity. Okay. We'll work on it. I'm not ruling you out yet. You're still on the tribe. You're still on the crew. Intensity. And Bailey, you got to nail this one. What is the T?
Togetherness.
Togetherness. Yes. I knew you knew it. I knew it was just a little technical difficulties. You weren't stalling or trying to chat GPT it really quickly. But good job, guys and girls. I appreciate you guys coming tonight. And Andy has all my information, and we'll send out a follow-up email. I can get this downloaded or uploaded or loaded, I guess. I don't know how it works. If it's to the cloud or I'm going to download it and then upload it, I guess is what I'm going to do. But we can send it out. And if you guys have questions, we can put my phone number in there. I'd love to connect with anybody that has questions. We want to grow this, so if you have friends or know other players that are serious about hoop and want to get better, we're going to do it, and we're going to get better, all of us, by that mute thing, because what it's going to do is when we replay this, it's going to cut away from me talking and it's going to show Monty, because if you guys know what I'm talking about, like anytime it changes the speaker view, it just cuts away. So I'll be talking in this video that's going to go up on YouTube, Monty, and then all of a sudden it's going to cut to you, and they're going to think you're skydiving or something. But I'm gonna coach you up too, Monty. I'll let you say your piece here and get a little rebuttal here. But I appreciate you guys coming, and thanks. And I'll let you say something here, Monty. Andy, if you want to say something. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here. What do you got, Coach?
Thanks for coming. Have a good night, and go Grizzlies. You have no idea. Ask Andy.
Is that our new mascot, or is that your team that you're taking? I don't get the reference.
Just say go Grizzlies. That's all.
All right.
Congrats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I saw that look on your face, Gracie.
Yeah, we want to know what's what if there's news.
I don't
know if you'll
Ashland High School is looking for a girls basketball coach type news, or what?
It's my birthday, so I have to go to ice cream, get ice cream right now.
Yeah, get on to that birthday. Hey, yeah.
Thank you guys for coming, and I appreciate it. And it's a great meeting.
We won't say go cavemen too loud, but blue and white, out of sight, stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Woo!
I do still remember a few of those cheers. They stick with you for life. Even if you're not a cheerleader, Stephanie, there's still some of those things. I wasn't either, but those caveman C-C-C-A-V E-E.
Pretty sure the Panthers stomped them, but it's okay.
That was back in the early 2000s. Ryan Heil and Eric Feige.
I'm a little older than you. It was before that.
Whiteman, James Whiteman, and I know some of those guys, Adam Decker. But yeah, there was some good basketball played in Southern Oregon back then, and still is. And so I appreciate you guys coming. Andy, do you have anything you want to close us off with?
We will see everybody tomorrow.
Let's go.
You have practice.
Yes. Yeah, we have practice tomorrow.
Yes, you do. You didn't get the email, Gracie? You don't have that up on your phone, on your
She doesn't have to worry.
computer?
She just gets on the ride when it leaves the house.
Gracie, just because you're not in high school yet doesn't mean you can be irresponsible. All right. Well, you guys have a great workout tomorrow. I'm looking forward to getting into the gym with everybody. Parents, thank you for believing in what we're doing even before you knew what you were doing, I guess. But hopefully this is something that we can continue to grow in Southern Oregon and on the girls' side. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so that way anybody that wants to say anything, no vulgarity, even if it is stopped recording.